Welcome to the Gaylord Palms. Jared and Lindsay here in Kissimmee, Florida. And we're going to go in here and we're going to check out the Gaylord Palms Hotel. Now, we are big fans of the Gaylord Opryland Hotel in Nashville. It's just this awesome hotel. It's got all these different atriums with different, trees and flowers and stores and just awesome, cool, fun stuff to do. And when I discovered there was one in Kissimmee, and there's also one in Grapevine, Texas, I believe, and somewhere in Maryland. So there's actually 4 of these cool hotels in the country. But anyway, as soon as I discovered that there was one down here, I was like, oh man, we have to go to it because we're in Kissimmee all the time. And here we are right inside, and I can tell you already, while similar to the Gaylord Opryland, you can tell there's a lot of differences too. It just has a different feel, a completely different smell. Oh, I don't know. I mean, what I mean by smell is like whatever foliage they have here is what it smells like. I can't quite place this one, but it's very pleasant. As you can see by the map, I am right there where the little red pain pulse is. So the map is a little confusing. We think we're in the St. Augustine Atrium. We're going to kind of scope this out real quick. Gator Springs. Oh my gosh, are there gators in there? Holy crow, there is gators here. And turtles. So instead of koi, we've got gators and turtles. Not very big ones, which is actually good. I mean, it would be a little bit scary, if they had 14-foot gators here. Well, according to this, it looks like we got like 5 different turtle species. Oh, I just love these hotels. These are just fantastic. I don't know whoever came up with the idea to do something like this, but whoever it was, thank you. Looks like there's a little restaurant in there. It's a little dungeon-like inside there, but you know what? That in and of itself has some charm. I'd eat in there for sure. See, looking back out at the gators and turtles. Caution, wet floor. I got some reminds me of little mushrooms, or maybe drum cymbals, I don't know. Either way, I dig it. And over here, we just got some various shops and, coffee house up there. Need some sand. I need some sandals, I'll tell you that right now. Oh, there is a delicious aroma of coffee right here. Oh man. It's tempting me, dear.
I'm tempted.
There you go. I'd love to get in there and walk around, but it was closed for a private event. That's what always gets me, is just how awesome it must be to be able to walk out onto your balcony of your room and just see all of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You hang out, have a drink, or read a book, or whatever. Well, we got ourselves a nice little herb garden growing here. Some mint. Let me smell the mint. Nah, I can't smell the mint. I don't know what's going on here, but some rosemary. There's a lot of glare on these signs, but I assure you, it's rosemary. This table and chair, or chair and table, is just completely covered in moss. Oh, and look back there. Look at a little mushroom decoration. Oh, we do have some koi. They're just in a separate area, so the gators don't eat them. I don't even know if gators eat koi. I'm just talking. As you can see, there's some more of the architecture here. And I really want to get up there, but it's closed. I don't know when this private event, or who's lucky enough to have a private event that they're going to be able to wander around up there later. And just some of the restaurant seating. You can come get some food. Looks like people are finishing up their breakfasts. Lots of little lounge seating out here if you just kind of come out and relax. I see some people on laptops doing work. Whatever it is that you won't feel like doing. Drinking your coffee out here. The sun shining down through the atrium. It's just beautiful. And here's some more koi. Yeah. There probably was koi where the gators were. I just didn't see any. We're going to head over to the Everglades section. Scope that out. So far, I like it. Look at this. Look at this bar. Oh, I very much dig the little swamp shack type style architecture over here. This tree full of Spanish moss. Probably a lot safer than the real Everglades, I'm sure. I wonder how many different little pathways there are through this. Here's one. We can head downstairs, or we can keep going. This atrium doesn't look quite as big. I think we'll keep going, and then I'll double back and head downstairs. I'm digging that little tree house right there. Just, I don't know, very cool. I don't know what the restaurant's called. I didn't see a sign or anything. Well, I'm gonna go this way. Oh, wait, can't. It's the wrong way. I don't know if it's coming over the mic, but you can hear frogs and insects. You know, whatever little creatures inhabit the Everglades. I'm sure it's speakered in, I hope. Down to the lower level of the Everglades we go. So instead of street lamps over here, they've got these lanterns that they're hanging from trees. Oh look, they even have a wild cord snake here. Hanging out in the tree. It's like the sounds of the Everglades at night, but during the day. I seem to have lost my wife. I'm hoping she didn't get eaten by like a gator or something down here. That would suck. Oh, there's a couple little grunts in there. Why, is there some snakes in there or something?
There's 4 snakes in there.
Oh, well, that's alright. Are they loose, crawling around on the floor?
Well, I can only find 2 in the cages, so...
Oh no! This looks like one of the sets that we would have built at our haunt. Although, I don't know that I would have put the rubber boots there. What a nice touch. But, yeah, I have all that same fishing equipment. Let's go in here. Lindsay says there's snakes. What do we got here? Oh, I like it. What do we got? A corn snake? Okay. Everglades rat snake. Oh, a king snake. Is this the one? Yeah, maybe not. I was thinking, isn't there one, like some kind of a snake that people get mixed up with the coral snake? I don't see the Florida white pine snake. I must... Huh?
He's in, like, between the rocks.
Oh. Let me look at the rest of this little old swamp shack.
A turtle hatchery!
Oh, cool. What do we got here? A red-eyed slider. What is that? Is that a turtle?
Red-eared slider. Oh, yeah, maybe this guy right here.
Perhaps. Oh, he's hard to see. There's a lot of glare. Maybe if I stand right here. You got a little better shot of this little turtle. I dig this. I really like this swamp shack. It reminds me of something out of a haunted house. My haunted house, somebody else's haunted house. I don't know. I really like it. So far, I really like this place. It is, I don't think it's quite as big as the one in Nashville. And I don't think it has quite as many little pathways you can go down and kind of explore as the one in Nashville. But what it does have, I think, is stronger theming. You know what I mean? Like they're really going with the, the Florida type look, and you're sitting in a swamp shack. So I appreciate the theming a lot more than the one in Opryland. But I think the one in Opryland, I don't know, I might like that one better. But it's hard to say. It's like you have 2 great things. Does it really matter which one's slightly better than the other? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Lindsay. Going to Key West. You've been wanting to go to Key West for a few years now, haven't you? This is not quite the same thing.
No.
He's got a little shop here. You can see me in the window. All right, what do we got here? What's the big reveal? Oh, a sailboat. Sailboat restaurant. I like it. We can kind of head down to this observation deck area and see what we can see. I know there's some different fish floating around in here. I've already kind of could see them from where we were standing. So this is welcome to the Key West Lagoon. Join us for fish feedings. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The rest of the week, they starve. So I may get these wrong because I'm kind of just going off the pictures, but I think that one, based on its fin, might be a tarpon. And that one over there, Oh, he kind of turned away. See if I can. This one is hard to see from where he's at, but I think he's a red drum fish. And I'm guessing, I could be wrong. Oh, there's maybe a better one of what might be a red drum. Just based on the fins is what I'm guessing, but like I said, I could be wrong. I'm not sure if the sailboat, which I'll show after this, is the Moor, or the restaurant behind me is the Moor. But here's the menu. It's kind of hard to see. Kind of give you an idea of the prices and sort of what they have. But I'm not sure if that's the Moor or this one's the Moor. I tend to think it's the boat. Lindsay thinks this is an Italian restaurant. I'm pretty sure it's the boat is the Moor. I got an idea. Why don't I walk over there and see if I can see a sign? Well, there you have it. Mystery solved. The Moor is the boat. Well, now that we're outside, we're going to go ahead and walk over here to this lawn. See what we can see. There's also appears to be some fireplaces and seating in different areas. You can actually reserve these little areas for your party. Kind of hang out at. It'd be really nice at night, right? Sit out here in front of this fireplace. You know, just talk, relax, and visit. Well, you look relaxed. You feel all the stress. You feel all your stress and tension melting away here. Yes. Relaxing right here in front of this fireplace that is off, and that you probably wouldn't need anyway because it feels like it's about 80 degrees. Well, I think we're just about ready to wrap up here. First, we want to look at this, show you this giant dolphin fountain and this dome. But this was a really fun experience. I really like it here.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, it's very not. Peaceful. Yeah, very peaceful. It's not as large as Opryland. In fact, I would think its largest atrium is probably the size of Opryland's smallest. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know the exact square footage. I'm just kind of going off of what I think. But everything is themed really, really nice, and it's very, very enjoyable. I liked it a lot. I thought it was really good. I would love to stay here or one of these. I would love to stay at one of these Gaylord resorts, and it's still a goal of mine someday too. Who knows? Either this one, maybe Nashville, maybe Texas. Who knows? We don't know. Maybe we'll do them all. There you go, Lindsay. A little Disney section.
This one's for me.
Mini, a little mini hat.
And this one's for you.
I don't really wear hats, so. I think that monkey's gonna be awful sad when he gets up to the top and realizes he can't go anywhere. I also find that all trees that have outlets in them are the most useful of trees. That was a really good time, but it is time for us to go ahead and head back outside to our car. So after walking in there, around there, and a little bit out here, I'm curious, where do they hold their ice event? Do they hold it in one of those, do they freeze one of those exhibit rooms and hold it in there, or is there another building? Like the one in Nashville has got a separate building that they hold it in, but it's on the hotel property.
They probably do.
Well, if anybody,
something like that.
I know a lot of people went to that. If you could kind of just tell me where that is held here, that would be awesome. It's a wild darting gray squirrel. Look at those. We have squirrel in our neighborhood, tons of them, but they're like 4 times the size of that thing. They're like more like cats. Yeah, they're pumpkin eating. Like when you have your pumpkins out for Halloween, they eat them. If you grow stuff, and like we grew gourds one year, and they ate every single gourd. They just snatched them right off the vines. Obviously 4 times larger than that squirrel is an exaggeration, but I would say, not exaggerating, they're at least double that size, right? Yeah. They are very large big squirrels. Well-fed, fat, giant mutant squirrels. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing the Gaylord's Palm as much as we did. I love discovering unique places like that, and I didn't know about that one until I had made the video on the Nashville one. People were telling me about the Gaylord, or the Kissimmee one. So, you know, anytime anybody has any suggestions or says, hey, I think you might like this or whatever, I look it up, and hopefully I'll be able to go to almost everything that people suggest. Now, in the meantime, thanks for watching.